Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing the largest and latest version of the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean chronograph. 45.5 millimeters in diameter in stainless steel. This watch is 19.1 millimeters thickened from lug tip to lug tip, 52.4 millimeters with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now the watch is easy enough to wear even though it is huge. My wrist is 16 centimeters circumference and the watch would stay put, but for the sake of scale, I recommend wearing this on a wrist of at least 17 centimeters circumference. It really is a very big piece. That said, it's nicely counterweighted. The substance of the clasp and the bracelet means you don't really have to worry about that hula hooping phenomenon where a loosely strapped watch that weighs a lot of money could move around. It's nicely counterweighted by the hardware underneath, and we'll take a look at it. As you can see, the end links are pivoted, which allows the watch to be under 53 millimeters from lug to lug. Now that's good as fit is concerned, but the heftiness and the thickness mitigates against small wrist use. All of the links are satin finished. It's a 3-link design with ovoid cross sections. We have removable links fixed by screws, and then we have a clasp that gives you options. You have this push-button slider, should you desire it, with 9.6 millimeters of incremental adjustment in and out. And then you have a fold-out extension, so you actually wind up with quite a bit of total extensible length, and you can decide whether to use it all at once or in increments. The slider giving you a lot more sizing options for times when your wrist may just expand or contract, but you don't need a dive suit. The gauge of the metal is extremely thick, and it's a twin-trigger release with a single fold deploy in action. Moving back to the case, you can see lyre-style lugs, beveled inward, beveled outward, mid-case bevel, all of polish, satination on the side. We have a screw-down crown for helium release, screw it out, and now as you ascend from a saturation dive, helium that accumulates in the watch can escape the watch through the valve. The idea is to not blow out the seals or the sapphire. We have a bezel. It is a 120 click bezel. It is very precise. You line it up with the minute hand. We'll do a quick loom shot here. And you can see that the minute hand and the bezel pearl are green. Everything else on the dial is blue. That allows you to easily tell the two apart from the rest of the indications when you may be diving or in the dark. The watch features a ceramic insert in the bezel, and it actually features a dial that is also made of blue ceramic. So the ceramic is very scratch resistant. On the dial, it gives you a lot of the qualities of enamel: immunity to moisture, resistance to aging effects and oxidation, but it doesn't give you the fragility and the expense of enamel, so it's the best of both worlds. We have 2 registers with a concentric pattern inboard, broad arrow minute and hour hands, all applique indices plus Omega and logo. You can see that the watch is a very upscale piece. It's technically the flagship of the Seamaster sports watches, of the Seamaster professionals. The Ploprof is more capable, but it's considered to be more of a niche watch. Now we have shouldered pushers for the chronograph, but they're not screw downs. They look like they're screw downs, but they're not. So you get that 600 meter water resistance, but you don't actually need to unlock the crowns. They are always ready for use. Now the watch includes 2 features that you may enjoy for precise setting, one of which is the ability to step the hour hand forward and backward, and that's all great because it allows you to keep the watch running, including chronograph functions, while you travel east or west. You can also see that there is a hacking or stop seconds function when you pull the crown out all the way. Now if you look at 3 o'clock, you can see superimposed hour and minute hands, and those are there to allow you to clean up the dial, give it a nice handsome symmetry. You can reflect the image of the dial from side to side, but you have both of those indications on the 3 o'clock register. So it is a tri-register chronograph, but with a twin register dial. Now turning it all over, you can see caliber 9900. This is the latest coaxial chronograph caliber from Omega. Automatic winding, 2 barrels, 60-hour power reserve. It has a vertical clutch chronograph actuation for smooth engagement and a column wheel for crisp actuation. It's a 54 jewel movement, and it has a full balance bridge with a free sprung balance for shock tolerance, a silicone anti-magnetic hairspring, a coaxial escapement which extends the power reserve, improves precision, and substantially reduces maintenance requirements, such that Omega now offers a 5-year warranty, and it is a master chronometer, so it's tested as a fully cased up watch in 6 positions for precision, but also for water resistance, winding efficiency, power reserve, shock resistance, and anti-magnetism. That is what the Master Chronometer certification is. It is a full test of the completed watch, and it beats away at a rate that is common to all Swatch Group watches that have silicone hairsprings, which is 25,200 vibrations per hour. This is a very, very capable watch for a big wrist. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.